Hi there, Leo. This is Jo with Crystal Luna Tarot. I hope you guys are doing great today. I would like to welcome you to the channel. So if this is the first time that you're on the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, then welcome again. Just so that you know, guys, I'm going to be doing something different today. It is going to be a love reading, but it's going to be different in a way that I've never really done anything quite like this before, not targeting like shadow lovers. Do you know what I'm referring to? You know, the one that never calls, the one that just dropped off the face of the earth, the one that acted like there was such a connection and then it just like wasn't there anymore. That's who I'm talking about, and I'm going to figure out for you. Just let's get some information. What's going on? Why did the connection slip? Is there still a connection? Are they still going to contact you? So all that stuff we're going to address. So this is what I have here. I have some messages for like some blessing messages. So I'm going to see what messages are going to come through in terms of like your blessings. This reading is going to be good for like the time that you actually see it when you find this reading. So any time between that time and 3 months after, 90 days after, it can manifest. Okay, different for everyone, Leo, different for everyone. But I'm going to see what blessings you're going to get in love as well, and then I'm going to follow it up with tarot. But finally, I am going to see how you are interacting with every individual sign. Okay, so anyone that you have dealt with from Aries all the way through to Pisces, we're going to take a look at that. All right, so with that, I say let's get started. Timer on. Let's see what your blessing is going to be, Leo. Show me what the blessing for Leo is going to be, anywhere between the time frame of now or up to 3 months. It says your blessing is going to be the blessing of waters. This is either number 1, that you are going to have a blessing with a water sign, okay? Or number 2, you are going to be very sensitive, very in touch with your feelings. So that is the blessing that you are going to receive from your guides, from the universe, from your spirit guides in general, from your higher consciousness. So whoever it is you want to refer to it as God, blessings are going to come in form of water. So that means that this is going to be a time where you are going to absolutely be in touch with those around you. You're going to almost have a sense of what it is that they need before they even say it. Like, you're just going to be that one, Leo, the one who's going to, it's like an empath, the one who's going to have the answers. Now, when it comes to love, I want to know what blessing Leo can expect in love. And that is chivalry. Oh boy. All right. So that means that you are going to be like very much in demand. So what I mean by that is that you're going to be feeling in a very lovable type of mood. Okay. If you have been feeling as if love is the furthest thing away from your mind, I have news for you. That energy no longer will be taking place. You are now going to feel as if you are pursuing or should pursue the one that is for you. Okay, now doesn't mean you're just going to just kind of just, you know, I guess give every single person that's interested in you you know, some sort of playtime or attention, but you're definitely going to be very much the person to date. All right, now let's just move on to your tarot. Please tell me, and because these cards are already shuffled, pre-shuffled, okay? I'm just going to shuffle them a little bit. Please tell me what Leo needs to know, okay? What is the message for Leo? We have the first card. I'm pulling out 2 more cards. 2 more cards for Leo. This one turns over, so we're going to take that card. And finally, what is the final message we have for Leo? And this message, once again, will apply anywhere between the time that you watch the video all the way up to like the next 90 days, 3 months, however you want to see it, okay? So the message that you have here is amazing, wonderful, and great. Okay, let's start off with, you have the Emperor. And the Emperor is, could be an Aries, so it's a fire sign, but also it shows being in control. And we talked about that, right? You know, in control. So it could be with your feelings, whatever the case may be, but this is definitely being in control. and in control of the past issues that have been like haunting you. You're going to be in control of that, Aries. Did I just call you Aries? Leo, sorry, Leo. We also have the Strength card, which, by the way, is your card. Okay, so you're going to be like the person to date, the person to pin down, the person who is going to be like the prize. You're going to be very popular. You're going to feel and look good. You're going to be going out to many places, being invited. Like, you're just going to be the life of everything, like if you normally aren't already, right? And last but not least, you have the Ace of Coins. So that means that you have a blessing when it comes to money, when it comes to something physical in this world. I deal with love, so we're going to focus on love. So when it comes to love, you're going to have a new love coming in, a strong love, and it could be with a fire sign, okay? And you're going to open up to this person like you wouldn't believe. This is going to be probably your soulmate. It could be your twin flame, but I really feel like it's a soulmate right now. So let's go ahead and get started and see how you're going to be dealing with each individual sign. Now, this is shadow cards. These are like shadow work. So it's going to get a little, I would say, not very happy at times, but it's necessary, okay, Leo? So, Leo, if you're dealing with an Aries or have dealt with an Aries within the last couple of weeks, the message they have for you, it says, I don't know how I feel anymore. So they don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to express how they feel for you. And they don't know if they want to keep trying, because we also have unlovable. They feel that they are unlovable or that you're not showing them love. And settling means that they feel that you are either settling for them, okay? Or, this could be how you feel too, Leo, but this is what's coming up. Someone here who has been dealing with an Aries or has Aries in their chart, they feel like they're settling, okay? And that's why they feel unlovable. So this is someone who needs to have, I would say, a more of a grasp on their self-esteem issues. I also pick up body image issues as well. But I can see that there is going to be some conversation between you and Aries. I don't know that you are going to go back with this person or if this person is going to come back into your life. I think you're pretty much like, you might be done with them, but they still somehow, like, their energy still keeps popping up. All right, Leo? So just know that you have an Aries who feels like very unlovable at this point, and that's why they probably stopped calling or ghosted you. This could be either or, because once again, this is a general reading. All right, so Leo, if you're dealing with a Taurus, this is what they have to say. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. So this is a Taurus who's kicking themselves in the ass for making what they feel were the wrong choices at the time, and they would change it now. It feels like they invaded your privacy, or they somehow didn't trust you, and that didn't sit well with you. The communication got really funky, and what I mean by that is it could be arguments, or just overall not even wanting to talk to one another. So this Taurus is kind of like stepping to the side, but at the same time, they're also like peeking on you, like they're checking you out. It's almost like, if not for me, not for anyone. It's almost a little obsessive here, but it could just be because they're trying to get over you, okay? So I'm not sure if you blocked this person or they blocked you, but I really am picking up that around a Taurus is almost like, it's almost like unforgivable. Whatever took place is unforgivable, but I do see that you guys are going to talk about why it got to this point, okay? And if it's not talking, it's almost like talking about how we don't want to talk about how it got to this point anymore. But this gets taken care of, okay, Leo? Now, Leos that are dealing with Gemini, what do they have to say? We have, seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Okay, so you're dealing with a Gemini who's dealing with their own shadow self issues, and therefore being around you kind of screwed them up. okay? Just because you kind of like were a mirror image of them somewhat. You also have the uncomfortable, so they were somewhat uncomfortable. I don't want to say somewhat, they felt uncomfortable. Look at the red. You see the red in the color just pops. It's because that there was a lot of passion there, or just it appeared like it was a very passionate situation. But balancing the scales, that means that something wasn't fair. Something was completely not the way it should have been, because you felt like it wasn't even, it wasn't fair, it wasn't something that you felt they were trying to, I would say, make it. I don't think they were trying to make it any easier. I think they were just out for their best interest, so it seems, with these cards. So as of right now, you may have picked up on some of that selfishness, probably, I feel like it is. So I think this person, you made them feel uncomfortable because you kind of just knew, with the whole blessing of waters and feeling intuitive and sensitive or whatnot. So they're kind of like hiding away or aside just until something gets brought up, but it's definitely not done with a Gemini, all right? Just so you know, Leo. Now, Leos that are dealing with Cancer, the issues that were the most prominent is patience, okay, embarrassment, and I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So this was a Cancer in your life that you wanted to be in your life. You really had really passionate feelings for Cancer, and something happened along the lines where embarrassment took over, and that feeling of embarrassment led to a sense of being patient with Cancer. And it feels as if Cancer feels they will be selfish to ask you to be patient with them. So I think you want Cancer in your life, and they themselves are creating a self-punishment right now, okay? So it's almost like they're punishing themselves for something that took place, and you may be saying, no, everything is cool, everything is fine, like, let's just move on. But Cancer can't forgive themselves, okay? But it says be patient, okay? So I see you and Cancer coming around again. Now, when it comes to Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo, we have the I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusion. So maybe they felt you were pressuring them, or there was pressure somewhere along the line because someone feels cowardly, which is interesting because, your card represents, the tarot card represents strength, right? So to have someone who's a Leo feel cowardly, and there's destruction, it's almost like someone was being judgmental of the other person. So that's why maybe communication was cut off, because someone felt like they can't step up. And to be quite honest, someone here is judging the fact that they couldn't step up and say what they needed to say. So self-respect was huge here, and it's almost like you can't give them self-respect if they themselves aren't able to dig that out from within. Now, Leos, if you're dealing with a Virgo, and once again, guys, this is not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't fit, don't worry about it. Don't try to push the issue. I'll go ahead. We'll put out more readings. There's more readings on YouTube as well. So, you just go ahead and you pick the reader that, seems, the best fit for you. But also, what I do want to mention, Leo, very quickly, is that I am going to pick, or the universe is going to pick, 5 commenters. So whoever places a comment down below with a question, 5 of those comments will be picked for a 1-card pull, so I can clarify their situation specifically. All I ask is that the message is not very long. Make the question short, sweet, to the point. And it's going to be answered in the comment section. So if you don't want anyone to know any of your issues or what's going on, then I really wouldn't even comment, because I will have to address it down below. Okay, guys? So let's get back to the reading. Leos that are dealing with Virgos, we have the lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. Ouch. Well, dang. Faithless. And then we have understanding. So what this is telling me is that there was a sense of broken trust here. and someone went into hiding, okay, and try to find some faith within themselves and what they believe in. So this is all a matter of trying to find an understanding for what this relationship represented. So if you're dealing with a Virgo right now, they're trying to find an understanding of what it is that is acceptable in their life right now. Like, they're not even worried about a relationship right now. Like, they are worried about themselves right at this moment, because something shook their faith, okay? And I think you may have called them out on it, but a Virgo did lie here in this situation, and because of that, they really feel ashamed, and they're trying to get a better understanding if the situation was you guys combined as a unit, like, you know, the two of you. Was it like just the whole, you know, was it just the chemistry between the two of you, or, you know, but I don't think that it was an intentional thing. Like, I don't really feel like it was meant to cause harm, but you know, that's just the way it worked out. Okay, so someone lied, and that's why they're pretty much kind of just in hiding right now, or don't want to address it. Now, Leo, if you're dealing with a Libra, we have I'm reminded of you constantly. So this person is thinking of you constantly. Even though they're disconnected right now, we have the fifth dimension. So it is not over between you and Libra, Leo. So expect a communication from Libra. And not only that, but expect to reconnect as well. Okay? So this time apart that you're taking from Libra, or Libra is taking from you, is actually going to help you connect that much more, and you will get a relationship or a union with Libra. That I definitely know, because it came through just so clearly. Now, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, this is what we have. We have the victim card, secretive, and I miss you regardless of how things seem. So here we have someone who was playing a bit of a mind game, someone who would do things and then try to pin them on someone else, or just because they couldn't help it. Kind of like the person that is unfaithful, but then they feel like they couldn't help it because the other person, you know, just kind of hit on them first, and they were drunk, or, you know, just there's excuses here. So I feel so Scorpio is going to have to work through this before you actually get a chance to even talk about anything, because right now we have to work the fact that someone still feels they're a victim. I don't think that's really sitting well with you anyway. It's almost like you want to talk to them to let them know how you feel and how, you know, like how pissed you are. So I don't know that you've gotten that chance, but someone's being very secretive. You still don't know everything. Not that we ever do know everything, but there was a lot of stuff that was hidden from you, okay? Sorry, Scorpios. If it's there, I have to say it, guys, okay? Now, Leo's dealing with a Sagittarius. The message is, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to, okay? And we also have guarded and observer. Oh, my God. You have a Sagittarius that is absolutely just, they can't get over you, okay? It may not have worked out exactly the way you would have anticipated it to work out, because I feel like you thought it was a really good fit. Like, you guys really did, like, I mean, you probably thought this person was the person. Like, I mean, but they turned out to completely hold back so much that it made you question, like, what the relationship would be down the line. But nonetheless, even though there's no communication here, there's someone here, they're still observing and still looking someone up. So this could be you, Leo, or Sag. For some reason, I felt like this could be either or, but someone here is still very curious of what's going on in the other person's life. So the answer would be no. It is not over between you and Sag, because they're still very much interested in what's going on in your life, as you may also be interested in what's going on with their life. You know, who are they dating, who are they not dating, or, you know, just things like that. Now, Leo, if you're dealing with Aquarius, we have, please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me card, okay? So Aquarius right now is really trying to save face. they have projecting and they have lessons. So like you may have been a lesson for Aquarius, okay? I feel like things blew up in someone's face. And because of that, so many words were said, but you know, at the end, there were so many lessons that were learned, okay? Like that would not be repeated. And I still feel you guys have a chance here, okay? Even though it was intense, explosive, and you know, they projecting, like they almost gave you like almost like a piece of what you would give others, okay? Like it's just it's almost like what I'm picking up is something you really didn't realize about yourself, okay? And for some reason Aquarius brought that to light, and it didn't go well. You guys probably got into like this argument, and you probably still wanted to talk to them, but they are set on being very, you know, hush hush right now. But what they're saying is, please don't take what happened personally, because it's almost like they're taking blame for and responsibility for the whole thing, okay? But I don't think that that's like in their subconscious. I don't think they are admitting that just yet, okay? Now, Leos that are dealing with Capricorn, we have the something is still missing for me. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. So they're trying to find themselves. Robotic is the other card that follows, and material world. Okay, so this person, Capricorn, is pursuing Capricorn right now. Capricorn is not pursuing love. So if you're wondering where Capricorn is, anything that happened between the two of you, Leo, they're putting it in the back burner. They're really, with the robotic card, it means they're not allowing themselves to feel for you. Right now, what's important is they might have some financial struggles or some financial issues that they really need to get sorted. And it says something is still missing. So for them, it's like they're still on the search of that missing piece that is going to complete them. So really, it's like they don't have time for dating. They don't have time for anything like that. They don't have time to be in a committed relationship. But I feel like this is not the end of the chapter with Capricorn, okay? So Capricorn is still going to be around. It's not the end. And finally, we have Pisces. I know that was like out of order there. I put Capricorn before Aquarius or vice versa. But if you're dealing with a Pisces, Leo, we have the how could you still love me after what I've done? So someone is taking full responsibility even though they're becoming unavailable to you. And then you have divine timing. So no, it is not over with Pisces. But Pisces is taking responsibility for emotional devastation that has been put into place. They are aware. Like Pisces must have done something quite drastic, okay? For the unavailable card to come up with a divine timing, which means that your angels, your guides, or Pisces guides are not allowing you guys to come together. So it's not even a matter of you guys wanting to come together, because there's probably crazy, immense, insane chemistry between you and Pisces right now, but it's not happening yet, okay? Divine timing needs to kick in. And until it does, okay, you guys will not be able to work out any issues. But there's still hope with you and Pisces, Leo. So that's the good news, right? Well, I hope you enjoy the reading. I enjoy doing the reading for you guys. I hope that it resonated. I hope you were able to understand the other sign a bit more than you did before the reading began. Sending you so much love. Like I said, I'm coming back with another reading, another love reading, okay? With some charms. It's going to be a little bit lighter, not so much shadow work type stuff here, you know, deep stuff that people don't want you to know about. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Sending you tons of love. And Leo, I will see you in the next one. Take care.